Oh, I'm back on this live thingy, and it feels good because I have extra energy today. So I wanted to spend it on something. I didn't know what I'm gonna spend it on. How long I'm gonna sit and look at a wall and meditate or think and do meaningless things like browsing. Okay, I should do some work, but I thought let's at least get my energy out and talk to my fellow Vikings. So here we got some individuals. The first people here, it's good to see you guys. It's Abde, Satinder, I've seen this guy before. Bulbul, you're first again. I'm from Norway. I am in Norway. Where are you guys from? What cities? Okay, internet is on. India we have represent. Okay, so here's how it looks like here. Not bad weather. So it's very extra nice with sun in the winter. Because there's a lot of darkness. And when the sun comes up again, it's a good, it's like freedom. It's happiness. It's a little happiness. Okay. This is half hour from Oslo. I don't know when I'm coming to Peru, Jericho. There's ayahuasca there, but I'm going to Brazil now in 2 weeks. To Rio first, and then Sao Paulo. Maybe I'm gonna go to another country in South America, not too long after. But I'll spend the winter there, or the European winter, in Brazil, South America area. But it's summer there, so it'll be summer there, which is awesome. Even though winter is kind of cool too and awesome too, cause you learn, you get toughened. You get toughened. So here I'm standing freezing a little bit, but it's good mindfulness. When it's very comfortable climate, you don't get those challenges that you get in an uncomfortable climate. So in an uncomfortable climate, you gotta be a little more mindful. It challenges you, it strengthens you. So I'm very grateful for the winter, and I'm a little proud that I almost stayed a full winter. It's far from almost. It'll be like 60-70% of it, but more than half at least before I'm going off to Rio de Janeiro, Carnival, Samba, beaches, Brazilian summer, and coolness. The temperature I think is 3 or 4 degrees Celsius right now. I don't have a girlfriend for the moment. I don't have a girlfriend for the moment. And to be honest with you, it's a little secret. I've told it 1,000 times, but it seems like there's different people here every time and I answer the same questions. But I have always been single. in that way. I'm starting to consider maybe I could be in a relationship. I see that now. I see that now. I see that that could be. I could grow a lot from that, and maybe that's something I want deep down, but haven't really admitted to myself. But I like freedom too. I like. Well, I like to not need to consider others all the time, so that I can, because I have some unusual interests, so, and I want to spend a lot of time on them. And if I'm with another person, it's less likely that that person is as interested as I am in those unusual things. And but maybe I'm just emotionally damaged. Maybe that's why. Maybe that. I gotta consider all possibilities. Yeah. Okay, we're back. I'm going closer to civilization to get faster internet. There's always this Virginia Beach question, and I think it's from the same person. So, sounds like a cool place. I don't have any plans yet to go to the States. Might go to, well, that's wrong. I'm going to California, I think, in the spring. I want to do that, or at least in the fall. So, but maybe check out that place one day before I die. Maybe like the last thing I do on Earth. That would be a great. Is it a good place to die? Virginia Beach. Have you ever picked up an on-duty police officer? And he writes it like a title in a YouTube video. Picking up on-duty police officer. With capital first letters in each word. No, I haven't seriously picked up any police officers. It's just for the video, just hello, smile at them, get smiles back. Hey, number, and I don't think anybody gave the number. I think a couple people gave their Facebooks or something. So that's good for the engagement and the video and the drama. Is he dating a cop right now? So no, I can't say that I have seriously picked up a police officer. 14 people here, good number. Okay, 0 thumbs up though. Let's do something about that. I appreciate that. It's always fun to see how many. Sometimes when I do that, just like one person does it. Sometimes a lot. There won't happen. It's fun, you know. When you're a kid, you want to see your world react to you, and that never dies. We always want to be influential. Now I see that number go up 4. Woo! It's you get that. I get that feeling of power. Very innocent right now, you know. It's not a dangerous amount of power, lust for power yet. There's just some of it. Morton, I haven't seen you in a while. What, really? Oh. Når dro dere fra Oslo? He's in Zanzibar, and now that I think about it, I knew he was going to Zanzibar in January. But I forgot that. Hope you're doing awesome. You probably are. Oh my G. Yeah. I thought I was gonna be the guy who escaped first. I'm going to Brazil in a couple of weeks. So good to hear that you're doing that you're in an awesome place. This is also awesome. But that you know that you're moving, that you're on the move, they're in motion, bro. The time here, somebody's asking for the time. Could you be more basic? But let's see if I can find the time. I can't. It's 3 p.m. 14:59. Let's see. I like the engagement here. Guys, you're very good with me. I like Indian food, of course I do. Can it get any more tasty? And yeah, peppery, seasony. There's a cheap all-you-can-eat place here in Oslo, Indian food. It's maybe the best food offer there is in Oslo. Are you in hotel or anywhere? Show me the sights. No, I'm. This is where I grew up. This is where I'm basing when I'm not traveling and doing things that are worth talking about. And here, this is where I sleep. I can sleep in there. I'm allowed to, but I feel more independent when I'm sleeping here. Okay? I was born in San Diego, but I live on the opposite coast. You don't talk like that in San Diego, I know. San Diego is like the coolest place. Santa Barbara is the coolest place. And San Diego is like the coolest place. Okay, it's like a older brother of Santa Barbara, or bigger. It's a big Santa Barbara. Why didn't you stay? I haven't seen Virginia Beach yet, like you're always reminding me about. I have been to Finland on the airport. Approved. But not outside of it. Helsinki for a few hours. Talk to a girl behind the cashier. In a FreddyFairhair prankster kind of way. I can't remember what we said or what I said, but it was that way. Whoa, the way of Freddy. Is it slowly being awkward to always do pranks now that you are being older? Very interesting writing style. With only title writing. It's appealing. It makes me want to click. Is it something on your mind to do something new in your YouTube channel, like travel vlogs or food tour? It looks like YouTube is talking to me. The YouTube God is putting ideas in me, like it's going to my subconscious and suggesting that I should be more active and productive. I think you're right about the first assumption or first question, or I mean, I would be positive to that. It's slowly more awkward to always do pranks now that I'm older, probably. But at the same time, I think I can do more silly pranks, and it will be more fun. I think it'll be more fun if I did more silly social experiment-y jokes. So I think joking is just more natural when you're getting older. Okay. But those nasty pranks like Ferrari, or if I take my own example, like growing a boner midway conversations, and then getting the number, and then that kind of thing, maybe not. Maybe that's a little more awkward, yeah. Especially if it's on college campus or something. I'm approaching 30. But I mean, I'm still gonna do it. Maybe not the boner midway thing, but at least talking to people, talking to chicas, never get tired of that. Is it something on your mind to do something new in your YouTube channel, like travel vlogs or food tour? Probably not food tour, even though I love food and eat a lot, consume it a lot. I do travel a lot too. It's it takes so long to edit those travel vlogs. Okay. I need an editor. If you guys want to make a few extra bucks a week, and you can edit, you can really hit me up. And not just a few, but let's say multiple, or I can't pay that much, but maybe $20 per video. That's something I can do. If I can't do that, I have to edit myself. Need to get out of this trailer. Then life will be amazing and fun. But it is fun and amazing right now as well. It's just the paradoxical Fred. Okay, I'm just rambling. Come on, Fred. You can do better. Stern it up. Howard Stern it up. Howard Stern is a good attention grabber. Sami Davante just subscribed. Congratulations. Most people unsubscribe these days, or YouTube deletes my subscribers. So it's good to see that people are subbing as well. Very good. It makes me warm inside. So welcome to the channel. Enjoy the other videos. Why did you subscribe? Is it because of the funny videos or the insightful videos? I mean, where I'm trying to be insightful, where I'm sharing my insights. We'll be curious to know. And if you have a question, let me know. Yeah. Greetings to Italy again. I returned them. I don't work a 9-to-5 job. Didn't work out for me. I'm sure I could find something. I can. I know I can. I know there's some place I can work. Um, yeah, but I mean, when you become a YouTuber early in life, um, you don't want to lose it. Okay, you don't want to. You become a little spoiled, and you really appreciate, or you become addicted to the freedom that it brings you. So instead of moving to an apartment, get a job, and make more money, I moved back in here and in here and accepted that just accepted it. But I have the freedom to work on myself, to read, to meditate, to work out, and to do the things I want to do every day. And that brings me joy too. I don't know where I would be if I had a job for the past 4 years. I would probably be more disciplined and more responsible. I think I would be more. I'll definitely be more stressed. But maybe I could handle stress better as well. So you can't really predict how things would be. But I'm happy where I'm now, and now it's going better with my coaching practice, so that makes me really happy, and I'm in a better and better place. Can you make your tour video around your town? Okay. Would you like some culture and travel videos? Would you watch that? And for you others, would you watch that, or should I just do pranks? Or it's insightful to talk to your audience and meet them personally. That's awesome that I can do that. Okay. I think I need to go faster through the comments here now that there are more people. Thanks for sharing, Dr. Matt. Martino's midlife crisis. That's a YouTuber apparently, because he's asking for a collab in Belgium. I have this other friend that I wanted to visit in Belgium. I still haven't managed to do it. He's a basketball player for the team called Antwerp. No? I think it's Antwerp. Antwerp. Also, it looks like teeth are improved. My teeth are improved? They're not improved. They're more broken. Do you mean in whiteness, or? Because I mean, I always have this this between air, you know. So if I'm not smiling, if I have no energy and I'm slightly heavy or moody or something, I might talk just like that. I talk like that, and then you can only see the fucked upness about my teeth. But if I'm in a little mood and I articulate what I'm saying, I smile a little more, and then you can see the other nice teeth. But my teeth are super broken. Yes. I have like 3 places in my mouth where it needs fixing. Okay. So it hurts there, and I get infected when I eat meat. I eat meat every day, almost, but it's maybe a sign from the universe that I should go veganico. I don't know. I've had that. You know, maybe maybe I'm allergic to meat. Like the first person to be allergic to meat. But thank you, Dr. Matt, and Fred Morrison. No, what is it called? Jim Morrison. Would you recommend moving to Los Angeles? Right now, I mean, Los Angeles. What I think about is, well, first of all, I want to move there, or at least to Santa Barbara, and well, I want to go there again. I miss it very much. Los Angeles has a lot of people, though. A lot of people, and it's busy and it's chaotic as well. Traffic is challenging. However, you have everything there. You can do everything. You can meet everyone. All these opportunities are there. So it's a double-edged sword. Is that the right metaphor? It's such a cool metaphor. Double-edged sword, but I'm not sure if it was used correctly here. Say hi to my Swedish girlfriend Irmeli. So is that, so who is it? Is she in the chat too? Ken Bone. I've seen that name before. It's a long time since I saw that name, but I've seen it here in the chat. VidCon fun. Motorcycle tour around Scandinavian countries that will bring more new audience in, and plus food tour will be awesome. But editor and cameraman will make it easier on you. Yeah. Need an editor. If I'm going to do that, I definitely need an editor. Definitely. But I don't have a motorcycle. But I can, I mean, meditate at different places. Won't be so much talking. But I travel enough for it to be interesting. Come to Colorado so we can hang out? Question mark. Fearless Shina says so. Well, I need to know that you're. Have you killed people before? If you haven't, there's a better chance I can come. But still, I mean, Colorado is kind of, it's very nice and beautiful. I know, I've looked at pictures, and it's peaceful. But there's not enough, there's not that much impulses and sensations in that place. And my ego needs to be stimulated, and my brain chemistry needs these boosts, like dopamine and serotonin and all these. Okay, and I think Colorado can't provide much of that. But it's a good place to go on a meditation retreat, for instance. I could do that. Antwerp Giants, yes, that's the team he's on. He's Viking. Okay, you guys are Vikings, by the way. If you operate on my territory, my online territory, you are Vikings. Also, when you're off, okay. One time Fairhair Viking, always Fairhair Viking. Okay, in my world at least. In my opinion. In your life. So now we have somebody who wants some wisdom from Grandpa Freddy. He's called Lepre. He says, in your life, it's happened that you are in a bad situation. Okay, if you're in a bad situation in life, he means that it doesn't make you happy. and you have to wait because it's the only thing that you can do. Yeah. And you're wondering how to deal with that. Okay. So if you're in a bad situation that doesn't make you happy, and all you do is wait because you don't have anything to do, yeah, is the question then, what should I do? Because the answer is there's nothing to do, right? You can ask yourself, what, because it seems like you don't like this waiting, okay, and it doesn't make you happy. Bad situation, there's probably ways that you think about the situation that makes it bad, and I understand. I mean, I'm not always happy either, or always happy with my situations. And well, I hope you have. Do you have? Like, what is the situation? Can you describe it? And with the waiting is something that that's resistance to the moment. Waiting is resisting to the moment, resisting the moment, and waiting is something you don't need to do. Okay, it's an illusion that you are waiting, that you are doing waiting. Does that make sense? The waiting is just the mind arguing, this shouldn't be happening, this shouldn't be happening, this can't it change soon, because this shouldn't be the way it is. Okay, there's no purpose here, there's nothing for me to gain here. This is something, there's always something to gain from wherever you are. Okay, you can become closer to the people. You can maybe the people you don't like, the people that you're working with or that you're hanging out with, but maybe there's maybe there's a chance for you to let go of your resistances and judgments of those people, or some judgments about yourself, or let go of some judgments about the work you're in, or the situation you're in, the stories you're making about the situations. Maybe those are, maybe they can be challenged. Maybe you have feelings that you argue with. Should I really feel the way I'm sad, but I don't want to, or I'm angry. Okay, I'm angry, but maybe underneath that anger, there's sadness that maybe it could be useful for you to surrender to. Does that make sense? So I'm just throwing a lot of spaghetti at you, and maybe something sticks. I wish you well. Maybe I'll see you in the comments here. Rudy asks something here. Hey, Freddy, can you tell us more about how your channel took a huge hit? You once had millions of views and viral stuff. Why is it now that you barely have content? That's a long conversation, but a few factors. I moved back from America, from California, and before that, I think I noticed that I got a little tired of going to filming prank videos. I think it was exhausting. The editing, I was way too perfectionistic about the editing. I should have gotten an editor earlier. I think I got a little comfortable with there were some videos that were just raking in views, so they were giving me money so that I could, buy burritos, and I was living life, and I'm more soul searching. That's also a big factor. I became more soul searching. Read books about Buddha books, Buddha or Zen meditation, and I got really into that over the last 5 or 6 years. Still kept doing videos for, with less enthusiasm, but I still kept doing it for a couple or 3 more years. But Yeah, there was, and then YouTube changed an algorithm. Maybe didn't favor my type of content anymore. Uh, and since I didn't post that much and post that, I didn't post as enthusiastically as in the past, then the viewers went away as well. Obviously, I mean, I wasn't posting the stuff they wanted to see. Um, so so that so then that became demotivational for me. I was not as motivated when I just saw the views dropping every time I posted something. Um, but maybe the truth is that I should just go back and do the same thing, not complain. And I mean, it is uncomfortable to do some of those things that you have seen me do in old videos. It is something I always worried about. I always worried about it. I think that if I'm in a right community where people have time and people want to do stuff with me, like film pranks, maybe join the pranks, maybe they have ideas for pranks, and we laugh together about it, and we get the cameras out and do pranks. Maybe maybe that will take me back into it, because that's the community I had when this all was starting in Santa Barbara. We started the YouTube channel, whatever. So we were 3 people about it. So it was easier to. It was harder to say no. I'm not going to do anything, because you didn't want to let the team down. And I had so much views in the beginning of FreddyFairhair that it was easy. It was like a new hit it's like a new drug, new shot. Okay, every time I released a video, I got tens of thousands of views, sometimes hundreds, or millions. So that was, but I miss it. I miss making good, funny videos that makes everybody laugh. So I might get back into it. I'm seriously considering it. Okay. If I'm going to get back into it, the first thing that needs to be in order is not just me. Okay, so it can't just be me by myself. It has to be some other YouTuber in town, or somebody who really thinks it's fun to hang out with me and and has ideas and want to work, has time, things like that. So the first thing I need to do is to get out of here. Even though I love it here, I need to, if I'm going to follow my calling, then I need to get somewhere else. So I'm thinking either California is probably the best place for meeting other YouTubers and be more productive on YouTube. But there are other places too. The goal, though, is Cali, when the financials are good enough. Until then, I have to be in a little more affordable places. So now I'm going to Brazil, which will be really cool, I think. I have been looking forward and missing that place for 2 years. I was supposed to go last year, didn't go. And there are some people there that I've connected very well with that also are asking when I'm coming. So that's, yeah. So I'm getting closer and closer to something interesting, if that makes sense. Dr. Matt, we released the Lunar New Year's Eve night. I don't know what that is. Joe, I have not killed anyone, but can we go fishing? Why do you suggest an activity right after you said you haven't killed anyone before that involves crooks and killing and not only killing fishing or killing fishes but or fish, but you can I mean you can just push me into the water. Maybe it's really deep, maybe it's really high, and maybe I will die. Or maybe you're fly and we will just get high and you won't be uh, killing me. That was not right. Uh, why don't you move then to Santa Barbara? I guess no money, but Norway is also great, isn't it? I might be able to go to Santa Barbara, let's say in the spring. So, yeah, wow, I miss that place so much. Where I have so many, and I mean, if I go there, maybe I'll stay just for a month, or just a few weeks or a couple of weeks, and then I have enough. I'm done with this place. But something tells me that something in me really wants to spend some time there again. And I can feel the taste of that Mexican food at that place where you could eat everything, every Mexican thing ever. Or going to the movie theater, or driving to Goleta, take the bus to Goleta or to IV to Isla Vista. Eat that Hannah Kitchen with a chicken bowl with rice and not tequila, but teriyaki sauce, teriyaka or whatever it's called. So yeah, Adam, fans from Malaysia, love back, 4 hearts back. Can you tell me your biggest benefits of NoFap? Let me see. The biggest benefit of NoFap is you're translating sexual energy into, you're channeling sexual energy into creativity and spiritual energy. That's what I would say. It did not make sense to me the first time I tried NoFap 7 years ago or 6 years ago. But that's because I did it for the wrong reasons. I did it because I want to become more attractive or look more confident or something like that, so that I could attract more women or girls, because I was a good boy. But after I got into meditation and spiritual books, it was a different meaning for me, and it was also much easier to do it, much easier to keep doing. I didn't need that discipline because I just preferred how I felt when I didn't release the stuff. Okay, I preferred how I felt when I didn't orgasm. Okay. Maybe you should come to Virginia Beach. I'm a dentist. Oh yeah, you are. That's well, do you do free dentistry, or that was a very rude question. But how much do you do a root canaling or a crown? Yeah. Fishing trip will be good. Cooking video. We love Freddy and would watch anything different to keep him around. True viewer here. to see. Stillness speaks. I might be very far behind on the comments here. Let me scroll. Okay, I'm not that far away. Maybe 15. Okay. Yeah, I write to you on Facebook, says Lepre. Where are you from, Lepre? Andrew, what are you doing? Okay. Hello, Andrew Porter. Marin Katalinievich. Hey, man. We met in Croatia, if you can remember, near the beach bar. Stay positive. Many happy wishes from Croatia. I remember that. That was, that made my day, I remember. That really made my day. Because I was lonely. Yeah, I was barely talking to anybody when I was traveling. Sometimes I was just eating, doing my thing, then be on the computer, get nothing done, and then. But it was still very interesting. I kind of miss it. But I remember that made my day. Meeting new people. So these, I think you recognized me from YouTube, but maybe you didn't. Maybe I was like, I have a YouTube channel, and that's how you follow me. It's good meeting you. So, Fearless Shina, you're a content king. Well, Google says content is king. Some of my content is very good. Some of my content is king. It's just should have been more content, okay, to be king of. Have you ever learned German? No much, no mucho. I mean, you can tell there. That was not German. 1, 2, 3. I have been to Germany a couple times. How long did it take you to have real confidence? And what was the most efficient way to get that confidence? Where are you from, Mama? Because confidence is easier to develop some places than others. Just kidding. How long did it take you to have real confidence? What was the most? Real confidence is a never-ending process. Why? Because there's infinite amount of confidence available in life or in existence. You never get done. Okay, there's always more. So there's not a place where you're like, yeah, now I can do everything forever with no fear. But I've slowly become more comfortable and confident. Yeah, I'd say that yes, I could do those crazy ass things 6-7 years ago, because I saw a reason to do them. I saw more reasons to do them than to not do them. But even though I could do those things, like I don't even want to mention them, but you've seen me do some unusual things in public, and the reason, well, I could do those things, but I could also feel like shit about myself after that. I still can, but there's more and more. That's because there's more that I can. there's more to face. There's more fears, some unconscious fears that you have about yourself and the way you relate to the world and to people. Insecurities may come up at times, but then you use those insecurities to take a look at yourself in the mirror. And then you become more and more conscious and confident from that. Okay, I think that was a way too deep answer than what you wanted. You probably wanted a little more simple. It took me 3 years. Okay, it took me 3 years of talking to girls every day, for example, an answer like that. But if you want to go really basic, you know, have a social life. Go out of your comfort zones in your social life. Have a community, have friends. Do your best to have inspirational friends, friends who inspire you. If you're a straight male, you probably want to master walking up to a woman and have a conversation with her and let her know that, and not to be embarrassed about your intentions, your flirtatious intentions, that you're attracted to her. Okay, that's a huge one for a lot of guys. If they can get over that, if they start doing day gaming or start or something along those lines, that does a lot for a young man's confidence. Maybe older men too, if they haven't done it before. But that's a big one. And also look at yourself within. You know, what's going on inside of you. What are your fears? What are your do you have feelings? Do you have a lot of sadness repressed and suppressed down there? Okay. Be honest with yourself. You don't have to cry all day. You don't have to, and you certainly shouldn't complain all day. Oh, this happened to me and that's why I'm such a loser now. Not like that, okay? But just acknowledge what's happening inside of you through mindfulness or meditation practice, or just downright honesty with yourself. And dare to have conversations about this with people. That will make you grounded in your humanness. And do stuff you like to do. Just do stuff you like to do. Every day, you gotta do something you like to do. Give yourself permission to do it. Yeah. That's enough advice. If you wanna book a conversation with me, if you're interested in a personal guide, a private guide, and to help you through this, I do social freedom and social confidence coaching, and you can book a free conversation in the link below. In that conversation, we will talk about where you are now, how you can, and where you want to be, how you want your confidence and your social freedom to be. And we'll figure out your challenges and the steps to get you there. And then if we vibe and the energy is good, then I may invite you for a deeper, in-depth training program with me, which lasts, 10 weeks. So if that interests you, then there's a link above in the description there to book a conversation with me over the next few days. And if those times don't work for you, then you can email me. Holy mo. 23 degrees negative Celsius in Minnesota. This is like equator in comparison, or the desert. Because I think we're in plus here. But yeah, I'm still freezing. And I have a lot. I'm wearing a lot. We haven't had that cold January so far here. Freddy, how can we provide as fans? How can we give ideas for pranks? Tell us what we want to help too. Thank you. Very, very gracious of you to do that. And I don't know. Yeah. Seeing you show up here means a lot for me. It means a lot for me to meet you people, to talk to each one of you. Yeah, so if you just keep coming here, I mean, that's cool. Yeah. If you have ideas, you can email me or write them in the comments. You can just write, if you have ideas, you can write them in the comments or in the chat here. And yeah, if you're somewhere in the world and you have a couch that I can sleep on, then I could go to your place. We could film stuff. And that can also be fun for people to watch, I think. Me visiting viewers all over the world. It's an idea I have experimented with in the past. A long time since I've done it. But I'm open to doing it again. So I like getting couch offers because then I know that I could go there and survive and probably film some cool material as well. I'm not bisexual as far as I know. Would you kill a butterfly for a free vacation? Butterfly for a free vacation. What do you mean? Oh. Yeah, I would do that. But it would be tough. Even though if the world said, Fred, we're gonna give you $1 billion. And you can use them selfishly, all of them. And we won't judge you. But you have to kill this butterfly in order to make that happen, in order for us to give you them. It would feel so important that I think it's difficult. Okay, because it would be so but then you have to kill this butterfly. Okay, normally I could just let's say if I saw a bag of butterfly powder in the store, that would not be hard. Okay, but maybe there's 100 butterflies in that powder bag that have been pulverized into this mix, this protein mix, and I'm just drinking this in 3 days. That's 100 butterflies. I could probably do that, but killing that butterfly with your own hands or with your own slammer fly, that melts my heart a little. I mean, it doesn't melt my heart, it destroys my heart violently. But I would see it as a sacrifice. I would be grateful to the butterfly for letting me have this free vacation. Are you the brother? Are you Christian's brother? Of course I remember him. We had a nice banter. Okay, he was very dry in his humor, and I matched him, I think. So yeah, I smile when thinking about him. And so, are you his brother? Because on the picture here, I see him. It's a very small picture on the screen here, but I see you're probably his brother or his cousin. I'm guessing you're his brother. How did you find out about this channel? Was it through him, or did you find it and know that I went to school with him? From hello Istanbul. What happened to whatever? Every time, every live stream. I understand though why you wonder. But yeah, we just like a band splits or breaks up. That's what happened. So I mean, different visions, different views on things, and yeah, we wanted to be in control over our own things. So all of us. So we broke apart that way. Have you heard anything about Georgia? I mean, in the country, not the state in US. Yeah, I remember we played against Georgia in football, and I was at the stadium. And I was not only at the stadium, but I was in the cockpit. Is that what it's called? Where the commentators are, the TV commentators. So I was right next. I said hi to them, Ivar Hoff and Ernst Al Leversen. And you guys have no idea who they are. Maybe if you're Norwegian, you do. And because my uncle, he worked with them. He worked with all that. So we watched the game. We won 4-0 or 4-2. And that's pretty much the only association I have with Georgia. But there's also this, I met this lady from Georgia. She lives in Norway. She speaks Norwegian. She's from Georgia. Very, a lot of energy in this girl. A cool girl. Cool girl. So I don't know much more. Well, what should I know about Georgia? Watching here from Dubai. Sending more visual pixels to Dubai for you to watch from Dubai. Hey, how old are you? Sorry for the stupid question. You're welcome. I mean, it's 29 right now. I'm not 29, it's 29 right now. I don't identify with age. Well, when I was 23, I identified with age. 29, clock is ticking. I should be, but I appreciate that question. It reminds me how long it's left. Okay, till death and till 30. So I know that when I'm 30, I have many friends who are over 30, and I mean, it's nothing. But there's still this thing I'd like to accomplish before I'm 30. I'd like to be have more YouTube subscribers or views, and more financial stuff together. Personally, those are my selfish goals to achieve before 30. Things like that. Mama is from Austria. I like watching her vids since 2014. Like her videos and personality. Thank you. Thank you. And if you want to, a conversation with me, I can book something with you. You just email me, or you can just pick a time through the link below. I offer these conversations for people who are interested in growing their social freedom and social confidence. So feel free to do that if you feel like that's for you. Nice to meet you. I'm not a virgin. Impressive. I'm not a virgin. I can say that. As a 29-year-old, that's one of the accomplishments I have managed before 30 and even before 29. Upspace asked me a very serious question. How do I come out as a bisexual? Well, I haven't come out as a bisexual, and if I am bisexual, I'm really unaware about it. Then I can't answer you that. I'm not bisexual, by the way. I just answered that a few questions ago. But you don't know what you don't know, okay? Okay, maybe in the subconscious, I'm bisexual. Yeah, maybe in my subconscious. I don't know. Did you ever get arrested for running around naked? I didn't. No. I didn't. No. And I don't know how close I was. There was this one time when I did the Naked Santa Claus. You've seen that video? Okay, I almost got in trouble with the police there. And I got very nervous. And I felt bad for days after that. Because I felt like that was close to something that could go wrong. Nobody was like offended and said, hey, this guy offended me. But the police suspected that I could be doing this against kids and families and stuff, or kids, which I was not, which I made sure were not around when I exposed myself. Okay, such a weird job I have. Why don't you provide sponsor me page in every video, or provide Google Pay ID of events? Is that what people do nowadays? Sounds like not very hard. But I mean, the most important thing, I need to provide more videos. And then I'm sure, I can do those things as well. If you'd like to help me with, I have a Patreon page. I think it's working. So you just search FreddyFairhair on Patreon, and there's ways for you to support me there, and I really appreciate it if you do. And I will. I don't know what I will do in return, but maybe I will do something in return. I think it says there on the page that I will send you a hair in the mail. I mean, and I think that's if you support $10 a month or something. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do that. I haven't done that. I don't think anyone did. I did the Patreon. I made this serious video where I sat in front of my trailer and I said, and the title of the whole Patreon video was, "Help me get out of the trailer." And that was this very vulnerable video where I became really real. And then I posted it on YouTube, 10,000 views. Checked the Patreon page the day after, and it said $3 came in from that video. And then I got embarrassed and I never promoted it again. And maybe if I kept promoting it, I would have a nice living now. I don't know. But I got embarrassed and I took my tail in uh, and decided to offer something more valuable instead, like services, coaching, and products, programs for people who want to get over social fear, social anxiety, improve their social confidence, and become happier and reach a better state of well-being. And it works. Now it works. So I'm in a good place. And it's getting better. You're his brother. Tarjei is his brother. For Christian. Say hi to your brother. Where is he now? What is he doing? And what are you doing? Where are you? What city and where? That's very cool. You're much older, I'm sure, than I was when I met him. Life has really, I mean, it's 10 years now since we were in school together, which is crazy. It feels like 3 years ago. It's really weird. Oh no, the battery is running out soon. Okay, well, how much a horse has 4 legs? Okay. Danny, I like your mushroom emoji. Do you play instruments? I've also never killed anyone, says him. Okay, then I can answer. I play guns and swords, but I don't kill anyone either. Okay, I can play the Beethoven main composition on an AK-47. I don't have any instruments that I play now. What do you think of sweets? They're fine. People are people. They're beautiful. They look very beautiful. When I'm in Stockholm, I'm like, oh, that's how beautiful they were. I forgot. That's what I think of Swedes. They complain less than Norwegian, or they work harder. Maybe they complain more, but they work harder. They're not as spoiled as we are. I think we are more, maybe a little more peaceful in our nature, and they are a little more direct and confrontational, maybe. But we're pretty similar. Maybe that's just my. I think we sound nicer because we go up in the words, and they go down. So they have this edge over us in directness. And I think they dominate us a little more when we're talking together. They understand very much less than we understand them. So we kind of they're kind of an older brother. So maybe we feel a little inferior since we're fewer. But we're richer because we were lucky and found oil. Random question. Tips for abstinence, no fap for someone addicted to the feeling of orgasm. I salute you for admitting your addiction to that feeling. I mean, get addicted to the present moment. That's my advice to you. Get addicted to the present moment. The more you get into the present moment, the more beautiful and happy, the more beautiful it'll turn out. Okay? And then you will be addicted to that state more. That's my advice for any addiction. I mean, if you you don't have those stimulants around, that helps. You know, if you don't have alcohol around, or if I don't buy chips all the time and have that around, I will eat less chips. But addiction comes from, you know, that some stimulus or some feeling is better than the present moment. So we need to see the wholeness of each moment, how beautiful it can be, and how home you can feel in the present moment. Then you will maybe eventually appreciate the present moment more than the orgasm. So, or maybe you won't seek as many orgasms as you're doing now, because there's probably some element of escapism in your orgasm seeking. Thanks for admitting it. Happy to answer, and thanks for sharing. I might miss Bira Mamonia. I might do what you wish soon again, and do social experiments and pranks soon. I miss it. I just need to find some friends or some people who are doing the same, who I also get along with. Can you give us a tour of your trailer? Okay, maybe I'll do that. The battery's running out soon. Maybe I'll get to the trailer before. Tetsvi, the earth is flat as a butterfly after I've stepped on it. Freddy, have you ever struggled with studying? I found that I've kind of lost drive from my university work, and I'm really struggling with studying for the exams. Maybe you don't want to do it. Maybe you don't want to study. Gary Vaynerchuk would tell you to really ask yourself, do you want to do it? Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you liked it for a year, it sounded exciting. Maybe it's not for you. So that's I can be the guy who says that, and then your parents can be the people who said, well, you need to get a job, and you need to think commonsensical. So I can be that guy who says, maybe you don't want to do it, maybe you can do something else. Can you do something else? Can you change your studies? Can you have you can work with something else for a year? Maybe you can put your studies on a break. Yeah. Okay, my phone is turning off, so thanks guys for coming in. Maybe I'll turn on the computer and keep streaming.